Alright gamers, welcome back. World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore Ironman Adventures, episode 231, episode 81. Honored Dwarven Paladin here. We're looking pretty spiffy as usual. Let's jump back in. I did a little bit of farming before my date last night, because... Alright, get ready for this when I open up these bags. It's gonna look crazy. I spent some of our hard-earned mithril and some of the true silver and stuff like that to create some of the pieces that we needed for Trenton's quest. So we needed 2 heavy mithril breastplates and 1 ornate mithril gloves. We've got the 2 heavy mithril breastplates right here and 1 ornate gloves. We need 2 heavy mithril boots. I don't have those yet. We needed to get to 235 blacksmithing. I actually got there by doing all this. And then 1 pair of ornate mithril pants. I made the pants. And then we need 2 mithril coifs, 1 ornate mithril shoulders. I made the shoulders. So all that we're missing is the 2 mithril coifs and the 2 mithril boots. Now, in order to make the coif and the boots, the 2 coifs, I need 6 mage weave each, so 12 mage weave in total. We can get that somewhat easily by killing specific mobs, but I need more mithril. And then the boots, the heavy mithril boots, I need thick leather. I used a little bit of the thick leather to make the shoulders. I only had a stack of 10, so I've got 4 left. And the only way that, once again, we can get leather as a non-skinning character is to get the trunks, these iron-bound and mithril-bound trunks. So I went to Stranglethorn and started from right about here and ran up the coast, fished up any floating wreckages that I saw and every pool of greater sagefish all the way up to right about here. So we started, actually I started somewhere around here. I think I actually started here, jumped off this cliff here and ran up this, went all the way up and ended here. And in that time I got 6 of these iron-bound trunks and 4 of these mithril-bound trunks. I wanted to open them with you guys just to see what we would get, but we're really praying for, I need at least, let's see, I need at least 4 more pieces of thick leather. I need 8 total. More would be better because I want to make some of this stuff for myself, of course, but I can get more in the future. But just to finish Trenton's quest, so that way I can get the patterns that I need to finish the actual Armorsmith quest, I need at least 4 more. So that's what we're hoping for in these trunks. So let's go ahead and crack them open one by one. We got some heavy leather there. Leather, but not the right kind. Got some thick leather there. Yes, that's good. That's what we need. A little more, please. More heavy leather. Don't really need that, but... yes. Some more thick leather. Okay, we have at least what we need. More would be nice for the future, but... more thick leather. 1 piece there. Okay. And we got a green. A Stonecutter Claymore of the Wolf. It's about a gold. That's nice. So... in total, we made 36 silver there, 12 silver here, 2 silver from the potions, and then 92 silver. So about a gold and a half. Not a half, about a gold and some change off those. Now let's see what's in the mithril-bound trunks. These are bigger. Okay, more thick leather, some mage weave bolts, 2 superior health potions. These are good. Those are really good. These are the next tier of health potions that we're looking for. Whoops. Rugged leather, the next tier of leather that we need after thick leather. That's nice. Bolts of mage weave, or rune cloth, excuse me. A recipe for invisibility potions for alchemy. That kind of sucks. But more thick leather. Very happy with the thick leather. And a piece of rugged leather. And then in our final box, we get a silver and a half. That one was a dud. That was such an anticlimactic finish there. Okay. We have the leather that we need, thankfully. What do I need mithril-wise? 14 pieces each for the boots. And then after the boots, we need the coifs. So 2 pairs of boots, 2 coifs. I need 14 and 14, 28, and then I need... so we need 48 mithril total, and 12 mage weave. Let's see, what are the best mobs that I can farm for mage weave? WoW Classic, best mobs to farm for mage weave. The Wastewander Bandits in Teneris, and the North Spring Harpies in Feralis. The Wastewater Bandits and Shadow Mages are level 40 to 42. They're right outside Gadgetzan, which is good because we need to go to Gadgetzan at some point soon to get this damn cooking quest done with mobs around here and the rocks that are around this general region. Last we left off, we were still working on some of the quests here in the Badlands, so I think we're going to go back there and try and finish up some of these quests. We've got a 35. We'll come back for the 45. We got two 37s here. 39, 39, 40, 40, 37, 40, 40, 40, 37, 38. Oh, another big thing that did happen was I did go look for Prince Najak, and we got it. We got it first try. He was actually up. The first kill that I killed him with, he had a title charm on him, so that's huge. We've got our title charm. We've got both of our trinkets for probably the entire playthrough, I imagine. All of our slots are filled now, minus like a tabard, but we don't really care about tabards. Okay. So yeah, I think we're going to go back to the Badlands for now. Which means we go to Thelsamar. Oh, we have so many quests to do, man. So many quests to do. I need to go get Nat Pagel's quest going too, because I did so much fishing and I should have gotten some points, but I'm just capped out at 225. So there's just a lot to do. There's a lot to do. But alright, we're going to pause it as I fly, just to kind of save some time. I'll resume when we get not to Thelsamar. I'll run us down into the Badlands, and when we're in the Badlands, I'll resume there. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright, gamers. We've made it into the Badlands. Sorry, I was just having a little croissant snack here. What do we have here? Iron? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Take more of that. Can never have too much iron. I mean, I should be making these steel helmets, honestly, because they are, like, pretty affordable when it comes to materials, of course. And they're still giving me points at 236. They're yellow at this point, but I lose money making these is the thing. Because all the money that I have to spend on coal to make the iron into steel it's not a net positive. And there's no way to, like, naturally get coal consistently. There are some mobs that drop it, but there's no way that I'm, like, farming those mobs to just get some pieces of coal. I'm buying coal for sure. But yeah, realistically, in order to finish up this quest, I just need more mithril and some mage weave, and then we can help Trenton finish his set, and then he'll teach us how to make the pieces he knows how to make, so that we can then work towards becoming a master armorsmith. Sorry, I can't help it. Angor Fortress. I think we're going to go up into Angor Fortress and try and get the lucky pick through this. So let's go ahead and use our Signet of Expertise. Make our hammer for the day. Pop on a weight stone. We now have 20 solid sharpening weight stones and just regular solid weight stones. We'll eat a barbecue buzzard wing. Might as well get rid of this stack first. Whirlwind, whirlwind, and nothing. I'm down to take on 3 of these guys. A priest did give me a max, like a 60 priest gave me Power Word, Fortitude, and Divine Spirit, high ranks. So we have an extra 560 health from that. Kind of crazy. They also gave us a spirit buff for 33 spirits, so let's see how this goes. Oh, we actually need to go for the Chanter. They have bubbles and heals. My bestiary did not say that. Alright, switch to concentration, pop a holy light, back to red. We'll go righteousness, down rank on the consecrate. Where are you going, buddy? Alright. I got slowed by this guy. Unfortunate. Would have been crazy if we got it, like, right there. I'm kind of down to go into the fortress and explore a little bit. I don't think I went in here on my rogue. There's a war golem and broken tooth. But I'm also assuming there's like going to be some chests in here or something. Oh yeah. A bunch of dented and battered footlockers. I think this is more for rogues to level up their lockpicking, but... Okay, humanoids. Oh! Okay, we just got it. Maybe not. There's a solid chest in here, but... I don't know if it's worth going all the way through here. It does seem like it might be up near the front. We'll go check it out. A 5% chance. That was very, very quick. Go double wisdom, technically triple wisdom here. Next, we need to get the rock elemental shards. Talk to Lotwill and see what he has for us. He'll want us to get small stones, and the frost oil, we'll have to hide that one, unfortunately. And then more rock elemental shards, so we should take that quest before we do any of the others. And how far in is this solid chest? It looks like it's downstairs, weirdly enough, like in the basement. Weirdly enough, that one didn't try and run when he was near his death. We'll go double wisdom here and let the AoE kind of cook this guy down. And if he gets too low and tries to run, I'll turn and hodge him and try and kill him really quickly. Now, while I wait for my judgment to come off cooldown, pop a holy light. That way I can judgment this guy the same way I did him if he tries to run into the other guy over here. And of course he does. These guys could drop Mage Weave. It says mobs between level 35 and 48, I think, is the level range for Mage Weave, but the higher the better, I guess. 2 Chanters. Renew is just annoying. Oh, there's stone golems in here. What the hell? Ah, this chest is all the way down. Ugh, okay, we're gonna turn around. I'd have to fight my way all the way through and probably past like some kind of like named boss-like creature. It's just not worth it for a chest that's probably gonna give me garbage, like food and drinks and, you know. I am very glad that those trunks that we got gave me some more of these superior healing potions, though. Okay. Back to find minerals. We'll go talk to Lotwill. Coolant Heads Prevail is the quest that will hide. I think I did hit like 100,000 jumps the other day. Jump? $95, so we're 5,000 jumps away from 100,000. Kind of crazy. It's a lot of jumping. I've jumped more on this character than I have my rogue, so. I think it's just because I got these little dwarven legs and I feel like I'm faster if I jump, but that's not necessarily the case. Alright, Lotwill. Study of the elements rock.
Here in the
Wait. How perfect of you to come by, Paladin. My name's Lotwill Varantis, founding member of the Enlightened Assembly of Arcanology, Alchemy and Engineering Sciences. We seek to blend the intelligent sciences of Azeroth together into one comprehensive school.
Here in the Badlands, I've stopped to work on my latest project, my Shackles of Elemental Binding. When complete, they will allow mages to summon even more powerful elementals for use in even greater capacities. To start things off, I need small stone shards to test some of my newest offensive spells along with a few gizmos I've pieced together. The shards are easily collected from the lesser rock elementals to the west of here.
Sure.
Could you bring me some?
Then Coolant Heads Prevail, we need to get Frost Oil, which only an alchemist can get. And in Self-Found, that just means it's not going to happen for us. So, someone is over here killing these elementals. Andy Stryker. I guess I'll check up here for ore, and then maybe we'll go away and go for something else. I mean, there might be enough for 2 of us to hunt up here. Some mithril. Thanks, Andy. What a guy. Hopefully he's not a miner. He does look like he buys his gear, though, so I have a little less respect for him, but hey. Alright, there's one. We also get Elemental Earth, which is kind of nice. And I've been getting these charms from the furbolgs that I'm killing in the caves in the Arathi Highlands. Or the Alterac? No, yeah, it's the Arathi Highlands. 1 and 1. These charms, I think we need them to, like, seal up the thing for the keys, but I hope he's not a miner. If he is, I'm just ripping him off here. I'm gonna see. Okay, he's not. He would have came over here, I think. He's just out here doing these quests too. Nice, 3 more mithril. I think, weirdly enough, I might leave him to this and come back. We'll go talk to Rydal. I think now we're gonna go back to Stranglethorn, work on the jungle stalkers. And we'll kill a few of these right here. But yeah, I think we might go to Stranglethorn next, kill the... We need to get Bagthera, I need to get the blue pearls, I need to get the water elemental bracers, kill the stalkers, get the Paw of Sindal. These are all technically like around the same level or lower level quests than these right here. Deep Rock Salts. Just used for not blacksmithing. That's all that really matters. Sells for 250 though, so if I have anything cheaper, maybe I just get rid of the long tail feather because I'm gonna get more salts than I am these tail feathers, I think. Oh yeah, there's quite a few along this ridge. Triple wisdom. Triple wisdom is just the best way that I can spam the highest ranks of Consecrate and not feel punished for it. Smooth chips. I can get rid of the bread. $5 silver for those, yeah. All the gray items that these rock elementals drop are pretty valuable if they stack up to a good, good stack amount. Yeah, Andy's out here just taking all these guys. Thanks, buddy. He left me this one. What are you gonna do when we're both on the same quest? You know what I mean? We either share the tags, or we become mortal enemies and steal them from each other, or one of us leaves. And I thought about leaving, but Andy seems like a nice guy, so he was kind of sharing these tags with me, and I think the respawns might be enough for us to, both share here, because these things are respawning pretty quickly. Oh, we've already got the 5. We just need 8 more of the small stone shards. Now remember, there's some crazy elite rares that roam through this zone, so I gotta keep my head on a swivel here. More jagged pieces of stone. We are backpedaling on purpose, just so I can guarantee get as many hits in. The thing that's hard about using a fast weapon and like side kiting like this is sometimes you'll have dead periods just like that, where I had like 0.5 seconds of not. He got it. Okay, that's all good. I'll have a little window of time where I'm not hitting them. The small stone shards have 40% chance of dropping, but the rock elemental shards only had a 20, and we already got all of those, so that's interesting. I don't think he has his mount yet. He is a hunter, so he has aspect of the cheetah. He doesn't necessarily need it. But there's other areas that these rock elementals can spawn. I'll go to one of those other areas. No, specifically for these, I have to get them here. Okay. I kind of want to look at Andy's gear. He's got double fiery on both of his like one-handed axes. I'm assuming he's like he's swiped a little bit, and he's got some juicy pieces on him, I bet. Hodge right before his swing comes out. Buy as much, oh, of course we get a miss. Buy as much time before another swing hits me as we can get. That's 4. We also get solid stone from these guys. Wait, that's sick. It's not very, like, often, but that's cool. But yeah, watch. Like, if I side kite, look at all this downtime that I'm not getting a swing in. As I'm trying to move to the next mob, versus if I backpedal, I'm like guaranteed to get every swing in at the perfect time. So when it comes to PvE, there is actually like reasons to backpedal. I know a lot of like super elite WoW players will be like, never backpedal, unbind your S key and never backpedal or whatever, but in hardcore, when you're just fighting PvE specifically, I feel like there are instances where you do want to backpedal. These guys should be respawning any second now. Let's actually take some time and drink. Eat another buzzard wing just to free up some bag space and keep a stamina buff on me. We've got 5 left, so truly, probably later in this afternoon, after this recording, I'm going to go farm those eggs and that zesty clam meat and try and get that quest done. And I really need to start working on Nat Pagel's quest. Big ass buzzard. Oh, there's one over there. Let me check over here. Yeah, so I had a feeling. Oh, was Andy dying? No, he's good. He's got full world buffs too. Yeah, this guy's got like potions, and I bet he's not even an alchemist. Definitely not self-found. There we go. Even backpedaling, I have some windows where I might hit like a lull where I'm not swinging. Just gonna spend a lot of our mana here with this holy light, but that's fine. Four more. And we can leave Andy to it. He's probably done with his now at this point, though, I imagine. Damn. Missed my judgment window. Nice. 7. 3 more. 8. Stop and drink. We have about a level and a half left with these moonberry juices before we go to the next drink, so I'm not buying another stack until we get to the next tier of drinks. Hopefully we get lucky and both of these guys right here drop them. Honestly, I'm down to pull all 3. Pop stone form. We'll go for this guy next. Concentration. Holy light. Ret. Lower rank of consecrate. Once this wisdom's about to run out, we'll put it on this guy. I checked for Logrash earlier this morning and... oh, there we go, 10. Nice, perfect. Again, Logrash not up. We've not gotten lucky. We haven't seen him once yet, so... Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. It's the nature of a rare spawn that only spawns one time a day, I guess. And he's like pretty popularly hunted. And a lot of people go up there for ore, so I think if they see him, they'll just take him on, but... I think that mace that he drops, if I got that, I would still use that over the rock pulverizer. Alright, let's give Andy a... Oh, he does have his mount. Damn, I couldn't get his pet. That's fine, though. Alright, Andy, I'm out of your hair. It's all you, bud. Lotwill. This area is perfect for... Could you hold these in place for a moment? Yes, just like that, along the vector normal. Now, what was I saying? Right. Perfect for testing my latest project. The raw materials, the open space. What more could an intelligent and enlightened practitioner of the arts ask for? These shall do nicely, Bale. Thank you. A bit more sand than I'd anticipated. Have to adjust the coefficient of friction. No, wait. It should be negligible with the frost oil. Mumbling to himself, Lotwell puts one fist into the palm of his other hand and stares at them as if fascinated.
Adventurer, you've already proven more able than all my apprentices combined. The next parts I need require a little more strength. Large stone slabs can be found on rock elementals if you're careful enough. Their bodies are stronger and larger, and therefore more prone to having pieces large enough for my tests. You can find them further west of here or southeast along the mountain's edges. Take your time. I'll need a while to test these smaller pieces you brought me.
Of course. All right, let's go ahead back to Rydell. We'll turn his quest in. I can empty out my bags over here. Where are we at money-wise? 15, almost 16 gold. Probably some iron right here. Yep. And Zarikatl is still up. I'm intimidated by this bird. I don't think I can take this bird on until I'm level 50 at least, but I have a feeling I could take him on. I just need to be a higher level. Ooh, an aquamarine. It sucks. I really want to kill that bird. I really want to kill that bird. Yo. Deep rock salts can go. I'm keeping this heavy leather because I think there's something that I can use it for. Elemental earth, it does say blacksmithing, so I'll hold on to it for now. More iron up here. Yeah, Badlands is the place. If you need some iron, just come to the Badlands, man. Holy. There we go. Come on. I think we got about 36 minutes. Yep. 36 minutes left on my my hammer. A piece of jade. Nice. We have 11 jade, 7 aquamarine. Not sure what the Shadow Forge were looking for, but they definitely had a purpose.
Hear me savior, adventurer. I'm glad someone could teach those Shadow Forge a lesson or two. Thanks for your help.
Of course, sir.
Can you find him? Can you find...
And we'll come back for Fiery Blaze enchantments in the future. Let's go get that supply crate, and then we'll probably come back for... Well, I mean, I'm here. I might as well do them. More iron right here. I don't think this has a chain. Sneezing. Just one random one. Someone's talking about me. No, my allergies have been really bad recently, man. I'm going to try and keep the hammer synced up with weight stones so I can kind of tell how much time I have left on it naturally. See how we have 4 minutes left and then 34 minutes with the duration on the hammer. 4 minutes left on the weight stone. That means every time that we use it, I could have 2 weight stones on it before it goes away. So as soon as this wears out, I'll probably put another one on there just to kind of keep track of how much time do I have left with my hammer. I think these Dust Belcher warriors could drop Mage Weave, so I kind of want to take them on. Supply crate right there, okay. Oh, that guy's a shaman. Try and line of sight him, or range him, I mean. Pull him back a little bit. We'll go for this Mystic first. If he casts again, I'm gonna Hammer of Justice him. They're ogres, they shouldn't run near death. Silk. I was kind of hoping for Mage Weave, but if they dropped Mage Weave, I was going to clear out this entire camp just to try and get a few more pieces, but Silk's still useful. There's still some things that I can make with Silk, like in blacksmithing alone, not even like, you know, first aid. First aid, we can always make bandages and sell those bandages, but alright, that's the supply crate. Let's go get 3 of these large stone slabs real quick, and then we'll probably head back down to Stranglethorn. I did bring Dustwind Gulch, nice. I did bring another Elixir of Water Breathing so I can do the Pearl Diving quest and get these pearls without having to worry about my breath. That leaves me with 2 more left in the bank for, I'm thinking, once we do the quests off the coast here, there's a lot of I'll have to kill mobs underwater here. After that, like, I can't really remember any quests that really require me to be in water for a long time, like into the late game. Mirages does have a chain, so let's turn this in case it has me doing something with large rock elementals or down in that general vicinity. Scrounging. The desert's a bad place to be hungry, my friend, let me tell you that. Hey, what's that over there?
Thanks so much, adventurer! While you were gone, I... swallowed a mouthful of sand. Well, enough of that! We'll go out and get some food tonight. Eat like kings! It's going to be tough going here if I can't manage to scrounge up some materials to construct some defenses and other necessities. I've noticed that the ogres in the area seem to be well equipped with scrap metal. Maybe the stories of siege engines in the Badlands weren't so far off after all. Anyways, the prospector's been getting worried about the state of our little camp, so I'd like to get working soon if I can. The main ogre camp is at Dustbelch Grotto, a good trek to the west of here.
Right, 7 pieces will get me the Sawback shield. This thing has more than double the armor than my current shield. 6 more block. I'll lose some stamina, 70 health, but that's fine. I've got enough stamina to kind of take that loss. We'll gain 9 strength, 3 spirit. That's going to be our next shield right there for sure. That thing is really, really good. Wow. So yeah, seems like I can get him down here. We'll go down here for the large stone slabs, and then we'll swing over here for the scrap metal. Always check these mountainous regions, yep, because I would say there's usually ore here. There's some gold. Take the gold for extra money, chances at rare gems. Star Ruby being the most important at this point. We do have 5 of them, but once I get my cooking up, we'll free up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more spaces in our bank. And then, of course, I've got some extra silk in here if I needed to, like, make something for a craft or something like that. So 8, 9, 10 extra spaces in the bank that we'll have free. So I'm not really too worried about, like, bank space right now, but I do want to... I need to start saving up the money for that next bank slot. But training on a Paladin, man, there's actually like quite a few spells that we want. Next level, it's going to take us, what, 2, 4, 6, 8? 8 gold? Some more iron. This is a dungeon quest. We will come back to Theldrin, though, once we kind of progress the Mizrael quest a little more. I need to get rid of this iron in my bags. A lot of my money's been going towards coal, too, weirdly enough. Oh, Mithril. That's huge. I'll take on 2 of these guys at once. These have an 80% drop chance, so this should be pretty quick. Although the drop chances have not been accurate before, so who knows, we'll see. Parry, of course. Alright, I think I'm actually going to get rid of the Cresting Charms and the Thundering Charms. I don't think I need them for the keys. So that's 2. Let's get that Mithril real quick. Do I have the space for it? I do, okay. Some gold up here too. If we need to get rid of anything, we'll probably get rid of this stack of silk here. I've got tons of silk. Grats to Nortink, what a name. Make sure we're juggling the mobs here so I can keep Seal of Wisdom up on both of them. Solid Stone, I need that. We'll get rid of the Lifeless Stone. Solid Stone is how we make these new Sharpening Stones. It's also how we make more of the solid grinding stones that we're using for a lot of our crafting right now. Have to go up and around. Wait for this thing to patrol back the other way, so I don't have to fight it. No. It's a 4 piece of gold right there, that's nice. Now the issue is I don't have any bag space for the scrap metal, so I guess I'm just going to get rid of the smooth stone chip. Yeah, I gotta swing by Iron Forge after this and use this iron, put up all this these rare gems, sell this hammer, make the gold ore into bars, and sell that. At least we're making our money back with all this stuff. Check over here because there's usually mithril and iron over here. There's some mithril, there's some iron. Trying to avoid the buzzard. I think I'm gonna overfill on ore here. Four piece of mithril, we love that. Once these steel plate helmets go green, all of the rest of the iron that we mine is going to be used to make those pants that we've made before, the green iron leggings. 30 silver for 8 iron bar. It's super cheap. And I'll just make as many heavy grinding stones as I can. Now that the heavy stone isn't really being used to make my sharpening stones, all the excess is just going to be used to make grinding stones that then can make pants to sell for profit for us. Another nice part about the hammer is I've talked about it before, but it keeps me on track with our time. I know I basically get an hour with it. I get 2 weight stones with it. So by the time that I've used the second weight stone, it's about time to start wrapping things up. At most, we go over about 30 minutes to an hour. So at most, we'll play for 2. But heavy stone. I guess I could get rid of some silk for it. Tiger meat and a saber-tooth fang. Oh, 8 silver. It feels bad to get rid of, but now I don't have any bag space for that. Okay, real quick. Let's go sell this hammer. That'll give me the bag space that I need to hold the scrap metal. I could get it from these guys too, so. And there's a chest there. Zericottle's probably still up around here. Let's be careful. There it is. The thing probably hits me for like 200 each hit, I bet. A crit would probably go for like 400.
Oh, do I have a deal for you?
Bags are just full of ore, man. More iron, we'll take that real quick. Don't. I'm gonna have to fight you. Okay, maybe not. Just be a little patient. Alright, that hammer got us to 17 gold, which I'm sure like 5 gold of what we have right now is going to go towards coal, just to turn all of this iron into steel. Yeah, when I, after recording at some point this afternoon, when I have some time, I'm gonna try and farm those cooking materials like we talked about to become an artisan chef so we can finally cook all this meat. But I'm also going to try and farm some of the mage weave cloth off the mobs That iron is right next to Zarikatl. Out in Teneris. We'll try and get some more Mage Weave. I'll try and get like a stack of 20 or something. That should be enough. I can probably handle 2 of these guys. Just put my back towards, or away from Zarikatl just in case it roams over here. I don't have it accidentally like aggro onto me and then daze me as I'm trying to run away or something scary like that. Okay, there's one. Unfortunately, the silk's gotta go. I don't really think there's anything else I can get rid of. Scanning the bags. That was a bad Hodge. I could have waited a little bit longer, but... Rah! Me smash dwarf. Alright. Kind of saving Tidal Charm as like a mini panic button. Hodge is on a much shorter cooldown, so if I want, I can just spam Hodge on average mobs, but if I was to like accidentally pull too many things or needed to run, like Tidal Charm is a nice like, well, I can just stun one of them for 3 seconds and dip, but because it's got a 15-minute cooldown, it's quite a long cooldown, but anything worthwhile in here? A pair of pants. Shit. 17 silver. Nah. We'll leave it for someone else. I just need to try and get these done. And then afterwards, he's got one more follow-up quest. We'll come back for that one, I think. Because it's level 42, we need to work on some of these lower level quests. Like the 37s, the 39. We've got... where's it at? 37, 37, 37, 40, 40. I mean, those are not as low, but we also need to go back to the to Desolus at some point soon. 40, 39, 39, 36, 39, 38. This is an escort. We'll do this one probably a little later, but it's also 39. Now, hopefully these guys don't drop anything valuable, like a gray item that's worth like 80 silver or something like that. That would be a little tragic. What would I get rid of if I absolutely had to? Probably some solid stone. I would just make 2 sharpening stones real quick, I guess. Yeah, we just make 2 more weight stones, I think. Don't do this, bro. They have a net. The worm hunters are the ones that I don't want to mess with, I'm seeing. Alright. What we'll do is we'll make 2 of these weight stones to get rid of 2 solid stones. That'll free up a slot. I can loot this silk, stack it up there, and then get rid of 1. Min-maxing the bags here. I want to go for Maulers and Shamans, I think, over the Worm Hunters. The Worm Hunters are kind of annoying. Shamans have a heal, though, healing wave when they get low, so I need to keep Hodge for that. Big voodoo robes, 10 silver there. Maulers are actually not too bad to fight because they don't hit for very hard and they're attacking really quickly, so I have a higher chance of proccing. Redoubt, Reckoning, I reduce a lot of their damage. It's more chance to block. Scrap only has a 25% chance to drop too. Oof. Alright, let's go ahead and stop and drink real quick. I'm assuming there's going to be some ore around here. I mean... couple flashes. About 15 minutes left on my hammer. We're already almost at our time, but we'll go until our hammer's done. So probably next time when I play later tonight, we'll come down to the jungle and finish up some stuff here. Sindal, the water elemental bracers, the dirt, the pearls, probably the Fang of Bagthera, the fetishes, and hopefully in the interim of between this afternoon and tonight when I get back from the gym and we get to play a little more, I'll have all those cooking materials collected. Need to work on Nat Pagel's quest too. There's so much to do. I used to hate the 40 to 50 kind of like gap. I used to think it was like super boring because I think what happened was I would get my mount and I'd feel like I just hit this huge milestone and then I was kind of like burnt out getting to that point. But when I'm only playing for like an hour or two a day and I'm recording it with you guys and I'm trying to like do all of these things instead of just trying to hit the next level. My goals are like get this done, get my armor smithing done, get cooking done, do all these quests in this area, make sure I'm like constantly like getting the lowest level quests that I can done. That way we're getting the max amount of experience from every quest that we can. It kind of makes you forget about leveling and all of a sudden you just kind of go through it a lot quicker. 25 silver, shit. Oh, shit. That's one that I don't want to get rid of. We can get rid of a little bit of heavy stone. Oh, we have gold up here. Go double wisdom here. But yeah, we're almost 44 already, and it feels like I'm not really even paying attention to the levels. I'm just trying to get everything that we need to get done. My main goal is not leveling up, it's actually getting armor smithing done. Look at that, parry, block, parry, miss. Miss, 2 hits. Miss. That's that defense and that dodge chance coming in. That block. Yeah, I gotta just rock double wisdom for a while here and rebuild my mana. Let's get some hits in. There's a miss. Parry. Miss, parry. Get the Hodge in before his attack comes through. Switch. Nice. That's only our second piece of scrap right there. God. If this is a 4-piece, we're going to lose out on some gold. Looks like it's going to be. Alright, we'll take it just to see if there's a piece of... Okay, just gold. Unfortunately, someone's only going to get 1. Basically full on mithril. Basically full on iron. Now I can hold 5 more iron. If I absolutely needed to, I would drop some of this iron and go for some of the mithril or get rid of the elemental earth. And if I needed more elemental earth in the future, I'd just come back and farm it or something, but silk can stay. There's 3 scrap. I think Lotwell's going to send us back over here with his next quest. to kill these large greater rock elementals, but like I said, we'll come back for those. Have to save Hodge for the heal. Another good thing is Tidal Drum is another instance of Hodge to kick these like heals from casters that can heal. Like here, I'm gonna have to use it just to make sure I kill this guy before he... Oh, Mage Weave. Oh, please drop more Mage Weave, please. I need 12 Mage Weave total, I think, for the coifs. Yeah, 12 Mage Weave total. We're at 4, so I need 8 more pieces. I already know your tricks. You're gonna try and root me and run away. Well, it's not happening, mister. More silk. I wish I didn't have to leave it, but I just don't have the bag space. Bags are crammed full of ore and bars and gems and leather. Gear that I need to give to Trenton. As soon as we make space in our bags after getting done like the Troll Legend quests and the Stranglethorn Page quests, all of a sudden it's consumed again by different things like the gear. Side note, look at this chest. Double my armor, 15 stamina instead of 6, but I would lose 14 strength. That's a lot of strength to lose. It is also plate versus mail is what I'm wearing right now, so... Here comes the net. Any minute now. Unless he missed it. There it is. 3 more pieces of scrap. Come on, baby. I think once we get the scrap, we'll turn all this stuff in. We'll turn this into Lotwill. We'll turn this into... I think it's over here is where we need to turn it in. Then we'll head back up to Lochmadon, Thelsamar. We'll turn this into Gak. He'll give us a dungeon quest that we're going to hide. Ooh, an extra superior health potion. And then we'll fly to Ironforge. We'll do some crafting together, and then we'll call it there. I'll probably make a pair of the boots or 2 with the mithril that we have, and then any mithril that I get in the future will go towards the coifs once I get the mage weave that I need, which I'm going to try and get that farmed this afternoon, as well as the cooking materials. I remember farming those cooking materials on my rogue, and it took some time, so... It was mostly the giant eggs from the rocks. Those take a while to get. They're not extremely common, and again, it's not like it's something that I can buy off the auction house from other players, so have to get it myself. More silk that we're leaving, unfortunately. Stop and drink real quick, just get some mana back. About 5 minutes left on my hammer. Yeah, I get so used to fighting with my hammer of expertise that when I lose it, I feel, ugh, it feels awful. Going back to the Blade of the Basilisk at this point. Oof. Just give me the scrap. Big 1169 heal. If you're gonna give me anything other than scrap, give me more mage weave, man. These guys are in the level range where they should be dropping mage weave, not silk. And they're dropping a lot more silk than mage weave, so. I'm like, come on now. Give me that damn mage weave that I need. It just sucks that I have to give all this stuff to Trenton, because like all of it is stuff that I would probably make for myself. Like the mithril coif, I would definitely make this for myself. And in the future I will make one for myself, because it's more armor by like 30 points. I basically give up 2 stamina for 13 spirit. That's a damn good trade. I would take that trade every day of the week. The chest piece, I might make this trade because it's basically double my armor. I'd lose out on a lot of strength, but I feel like I could be okay losing out on 14 strength to gain double armor and more stamina. I'd gain 90 extra health. And again, I have the hammer at this point, so a lot of my damage is just coming from the hammer. The shoulders, I don't think I would wear these shoulders specifically, but I could make these shoulders. Where are they at? Ornate mithril shoulders? No, it's the heavy mithril shoulders. 12 stamina, 225 armor. I would give up 8 strength for 5 more stamina and like 60 more armor. I might still wear the ones that I'm wearing now, but they're not a bad trade. I wouldn't wear the ornate mithril gauntlets. I don't care about these. The gloves. The pants, I would wear these pants. 12 strength, I would lose 10 stamina, but I would gain it on other pieces. I would lose 10 spirit, but I would gain it on other pieces. I'd get the strength back that I lost from other pieces, and I'd get it here, but then I also have a 1% chance to dodge an attack, which is it's pretty good. I mean, it's not the greatest thing, but it's also a lot more armor, right? It's like an extra 176 armor. Pretty damn good. I'd gain a lot of armor by switching a lot of these pieces, and that would probably take me to like 40-45% damage reduction. And then if I absolutely wanted to, I could switch into Devotion Aura and gain even more, and that would make me probably reduce the damage that I'm taking by like 50%, which is a lot. I mean, every hit is getting cut in half. I just got him. Whew. So instead of taking like 70, I would take like 35 from a hit. Like, what does this guy hit me for? 37. So without the armor, I'd probably be taking 60 or something like that. But if I got to 50%, I'd probably wind up be taking like 20 a hit, 25 a hit, something like that. Which just means more of my mana can be spent on consecrates, on seal twisting. I wouldn't have to use Seal of Wisdom or like double wisdom. I could probably use Seal of Righteousness a little more. I wouldn't have to downrank my consecrates as much. I could use higher ranks. I could go back to Blessing of Kings or Blessing of Sanctuary a little more. Like, all right, that's 5. 2 more. I still have only gotten 1 piece of Mage Weave after all these guys. Criminal. A lot of Dust Belchers here. I don't really want to take on more than one of these guys. They're level 40. They hit somewhat decently hard. Oh, he can unarm me, disarmed me. Oh, my hammer. Oh, that's what happened. My hammer despawned. I was like, wait, I'm unarmed? Alright, back to a much slower rate of kill, unfortunately. It's not a terrible difference. I'm hitting for like 77, 68, 117 crit versus like 200 crit. Double mail pants. I need to take more breaks in between playing. As far as like, when I played my rogue, there'd be like days where I didn't play, multiple days, and I would build up a lot of rested experience, and we were basically always rested. But I've been a lot more entranced with this character and playing this character, and I've just been, you know, playing at least an hour or two a day, and I have like no rested experience, so it's just, you know, we're getting a lot less experience, but that's okay. I'm kind of actually okay to not have as much rested experience because I've got so much to do on this character that I'm okay with not leveling up really quickly. We're at an hour and 10 minutes. We're over by a little bit, but not too much. We'll probably go to an hour and a half this session. Just judging on how long it takes. Okay, so the Maulers actually have a lower chance of dropping than the Worm Hunters and the Shamans. I should be killing the Worm Hunters and the Shamans then. Damn. You're attacking quick, bro. Hey, Tidal Charm's almost off cooldown again. That 15 minutes kind of goes by pretty quickly. But 15 minutes in WoW is like a minute. It goes by so quick. I've talked about it in other recordings before. That's the difficulty of only recording for like an hour each session, is there's not that much time to do a lot. Like, I really got to be snappy and on it, because an hour in WoW is like 20 minutes. Oh my god, just drop the scraps, man. I gotta get out of here. Sell all this junk and put it in the bank and make items and... Okay. I'm gonna say save the Hodge for the healing wave because I know it's coming. Got Righteousness here to try and finish him off if he tries to go for a double heal. Give me the scrap, bro. Good lord. 30% is just miserable. We're at 60% into 43, towards 44. 44 is nice though, because we do get Hammer of Wrath, which is like our execute ability. I'll probably put that on mousepad number 4. I might even put it on Shift R and move Blessing of Sanctuary to like 7 or something. Maybe even 5 and put Blessing of Freedom on 4. Actually, I like that. And 7 will be Blessing of what's it called? Sacrifice. Once I get that, although I'm not ever really going to use it. I'm going to train the skill at least once just to have it on the bars, but... And then 6 and 9. Well, maybe I'll put Blessing of Salvation on 9. 6 and 7 will probably be empty. Yeah. Just don't really have anything that can go there. Because usually when I'm playing like a warrior, I'll put execute on Shift R. So I kind of want all of like execute abilities on Shift R, so it kind of like transitions towards other characters when I play them in the future. I kind of like to do that across all of my characters. Like usually I put my movement ability on mousepad 4, so like when I was on my rogue, that's where sprint was. Vanish was 5, but I don't really have anything like that for a paladin, so I've just kind of made it my Blessing of Sanctuary, I guess. 1 is usually a kick, 2 is usually a slow. So things like hamstring, and then like, you know, kick itself while my rogue was here. I think we put gouge on like E, which is why I have justice on E, because it's kind of like the thing that prevents them from running, right? I just try and make it as like universal as possible, but of course other classes are different than some of the classes that I've like grown used to and accustomed to, so I just try and make it universal. So I'll probably put Hammer of Wrath on Shift R and keep that there. And it's better to get everything like where it should be as early as possible, so you can kind of learn that muscle memory of just what do I need to press in this exact moment. I can't believe we spent all that time farming Blade of the Basilisk to just like kind of be let down by it now that we have the Hammer of the Expertise. Bro, what is this drop rate? Miserable drop rate on these items. Go for these 2 shamans. If we're extremely lucky, they'll both drop a scrap. Please, God. Cast while he's casting, so I don't have to worry about pushback. Go for a lower rank consecrate there. Here comes the healing wave pretty soon. Should be right about now. No, he's not going to do it. Okay. Oh, thank you. One more. Hopefully this is our guy right here. We can get out of here. 7 minutes and we didn't get a single piece. It's insane. They're not even giving that good of experience. It's only 240. There's some mobs that we've killed where it's like, with base experience and rested experience, we're getting like 800 experience a kill, or like, you know, close to 1,000, which is crazy. Basically like 2-3 kills and you get a quest done. These guys are only giving 200, 250, depending on which one I kill. So it's like, I need 10 to get a quest, or even 15 to get a quest done. The equivalency of a quest. I'm assuming the healing's coming soon. Nope, he's just not gonna do it. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. Let's get out of here. Let's head back to Lotwill. Tremors of the Earth. Retrieve the sign of the Earth for Garrick. We're gonna leave 3 quests here. Fiery Blaze Enchantments, Tremors of the Earth, and Lotwill's follow-up quest. Siege Golem. That's a rare elite that we might be able to take on. Iron. I can hold a little more iron. I want to get ahead of this Siege Golem and see if... What does he have? Attack-wise, doesn't seem like much. Let's go ahead and eat a Roast Raptor. I don't have the bag space to hold anything here. I might have to get rid of the Voodoo Robes. Drink a Rumsies, pop a Sharpening Stone. He's level 39. I feel pretty confident taking this guy on. Let's see what his damage is like. 50, 64. Go for a Hodge early to get it on cooldown as fast as possible. Yeah, we got this guy. There's a miss. He's only hitting for 50. He's really not that bad. This is the beauty of armor and having a shield with block and giving that huge chunk of extra armor. Quick Holy Light since we're at full mana. Back to double wisdom. And it's just a time. It's just a time game. Has a consecrate just to speed things up, but a lower rank one, so I'm not using all my mana. Hodge is back up. Hodge here right before his swing. Yeah, this is what I mean by, like, I feel very confident taking on Zeratl, the Buzzard, and even maybe Anathema if he spawns again, but I just need to be a higher level. That way I'm not always missing. Mobs that are like a much higher level than you, even 1 or 2 levels above you, you have a much higher chance of missing them, and that feels really bad. I'll go ahead and use Tidal Charm here because we are about to get ready to log off, so I might as well just get that on cooldown, use it while I have it, and then we'll Hodge next. Ah, I messed up my GCD there. Alright, go all in here. See what we're going to get rid of, because he's going to drop a green item for sure. Ooh, yo, embossed plate helmet of defense. Wow, and some solid stone. So what we can do is make 1 sharpening stone real quick. Solid sharpening stone. Whoops. We'll get rid of 1 piece. That'll let us loot 2, and then this thing goes for 40 silver. I'm gonna get rid of the big voodoo robes, unfortunately. I don't want to get rid of the iron because I'm gonna farm this node right here, so. Oh, heavy stone, fuck. Shit, okay. I really can't get rid of anything. I'm just gonna have to run back to, how much iron do we have? 26 plus the 80 that I have in my bags with me right now, so 106 bars. That'll make how many helmets? At 14 each. Calculator. 106, 14, make about 7 helmets.
My, you're a tall one. Adventurer
Whoops.
simply a...
I'm most pleased, Bale. My spells affected the smaller pieces just as I predicted. If this experiment is as successful as I foresee, then the elements I'll be able to control, then the elementals I'll be able to control will put anything summoned prior to this to shame.
Adventurer simply amazing. I would have thought it'd take half a dozen Tauren to bring all these to me. Adventurer.
And then this one we'll come back for. So that frees up 1 more bag slot that I can then hold the heavy stone for this iron deposit. I don't know if this is worth losing 14 stamina for 12 defense. I really don't. The plate is nice though, the fact that it's giving me a ton more armor. Almost double my armor. But again, I think I'd rather just I'd prefer a mithril coif. Or is it coif? I feel like coif sounds cooler, but it might be coif. I needed 1 more mage weave to make at least 1 of them. And I'm pretty sure I could wear this stuff, and then when I was done with it, I could give it to Trenton, but Realistically, I'm trying to become an armor smith as quick as possible, so just make it and give it to Trenton now, and then we'll farm more materials and make it for ourselves afterwards. Trenton's also going to give me more iron. I can hold one more node. Trenton's also going to teach me a couple other pieces of like the ornate set. So maybe with what Trenton teaches me, there'll be pieces that I'd rather have other than some of the pieces that I'm looking at right now. Like, I think he teaches me the full ornate set, because blacksmithing, ornate mithril helms, boots, and a breastplate. Maybe I'll want that over the heavy mithril boots, breastplate, etc., etc. I could go sell these gray items real quick, make some more money, and then come back for that iron. I kind of want to do that just because the iron is going to make more of those helmets. Iron there too, near Zerkotl. Yeah, we'll do that real quick. There's 2 nodes right here. And then heavy stone I need for those pants in the future, so. $18 gold. At least like 5 of that is going to go towards coal in just a second. Hopefully Zerkotl isn't near. He's far enough away to where we can. I think I'll actually be able to see his level when I'm like level 47. But right now he's still way too high a level. Damn it. I was hoping I could get on my mount in time. We'll just hodge the Ridge Huntress and run back over here. She should lose aggro in just a second. Alright, 33 iron ore plus the 80 we have in our bags. It's quite a bit. Yeah, 115. What does 115 get me? Divided by 14, I think? 8. Okay, so we can make 8 of those helmets, which should get me to like 240-ish. I'm assuming they're going to go green at 240. Maybe they'll get me all the way to 245. And that just kind of saves me mithril. I still haven't decided if I'm going to use this helmet. I don't think I should. I think I should wait and hold off until I get like either the ornate mithril helmet or use the mithril coif. I'm hoping that the ornate mithril helmet, I guess I could look it up. I'll look it up as we travel, but let's turn this in. Alarm goes off. Scrounging. Well, I've made do with what I could, but it's not much. Have you found any more supplies?
It's a start, adventurer. And it'll have to do until we hear word from Ironforge or the Explorers League. Now, if only I could find some salt somewhere for my quenching barrel. As an apprentice...
Alright, we get a new shield. The Sawback shield. This thing is crazy, man. Double my armor. We give up a little bit of stamina, but we make up for it with some strength and some spirit. Happy to take that trade. It's also a pretty cool looking shield. Just change our macros around. Pop that bad boy in there. Pop that bad boy in there. Just make sure it works. Nope, see? Didn't work. More iron. A lot of heavy stone. We love that. Is this working? Why is it not equipping the shield? Oh. Whoops. Now it's working, okay. That's a pretty cool looking shield. I definitely prefer the crest of Darkshire, but I gotta get that armor, man. Look at that. Now we're all the way up to, we're at 35.6% damage reduction with this shield. We go all the way up to 43% with this shield. Insane. What about with Devotion Aura on? 46.8. Now put me in full plate. We can get that to 50. Okay. Ornate Mithril set. Wow, classic. Let's see what these pieces give me here. Oh, the chest piece kind of sucks. I don't think we're going to be using the chest piece. And it takes quite a bit to make. Oh my god. I gotta make... How many of these? Just one. Okay. I'm gonna have to farm a Heart of Fire, which kind of sucks. The boots are interesting. Wow, those are actually really interesting boots. The Ornate Mithril boots, they have no stats on them, but they increase your chance to dodge an attack by 1%, and you can use them to remove an immobilizing effect for 5 seconds every 30 minutes. That's really interesting. So it's basically another Blessing of Freedom that you get every 30 minutes on your boots. It's kind of cool. Badlands reagent run. Have you gotten the things I need yet? You won't get paid unless you bring me those reagents.
Ah, well done, adventurer. These should last me for a little while at least. Here is your pay as promised. If you're interested, I have some more reagents I could use. These, however, are only found in the depths of the Alderman excavation.
Not having it, Chief.
They will not be easy to get, but I will make it worth your while if you're interested in helping me again. Perhaps something more than some shiny coins, yes?
See what it offers, though.
I've heard about a newly discovered plant called the...
That's all I need to know, buddy. Thank you, though. More restorative potions. They're basically just bombs, higher level bombs. I don't really care. Actually, let me see the stats on like what kind of health they give.
Here there. I've heard about a newly discovered...
Removes 1 magic, curse, poison, or disease effect on you every 5 seconds for 30 seconds. That's kind of cool. It's good against poisons, but I don't really care about it. We have Purify and Cleanse. Yeah, I don't really think I'm going to use any of the pieces that we're able to make for the armor smithing quest.
Mark my words, you won't find faster griffins anywhere in the Eastern Kingdoms.
Thank you, Thorgrim. The Ornate Mithril Helmet just gives you 10 strength and a chance to crit by 1%. The boots, like I said, they don't give you any stats, but they give you a 1% chance to dodge an attack, and then the Blessing of Freedom on them. And then the breastplate, no stats, but you get 1% chance to crit, 1% chance to dodge an attack. I don't really like that at all. What do we need for the boots? For the helmet, we need black pearls, which those are kind of tricky to get. For the boots, we need thick leather and aquamarines, so we're going to need even more of that thick leather, which thankfully... I think I need 1 more piece of thick leather in order to make... Well, no, I need to make 4 pairs of the boots, right? No, 2 pairs, okay. Damn, so I need 4 black pearls, because I need to make 4 helmets. Where's the best place to get black pearls? The 41 and 43 turtles in the Steam Weedle port drop black pearls. I would say the rate of black pearls there, which of course requires you loot the big mouth clams, is about 1 pearl per 15 clams. And the clam drop rate is about 1 clam per 2 turtles. So overall, the black pearl drop rate here would be about 1 per 30 turtles. Farming is easy since the turtles are non-aggressive. A side benefit for farming the turtles, if you have the Undermined Clam Chowder recipe that is available in the Steam Whittle port. It's great HP restoration food. Yeah, so We can either farm those turtles, which we're going to be doing for their zesty clam meat anyways, or the Hate Crest Nagas in Feathermoon in Feralis. This guy said he got 5 black pearls and 1 golden pearl from the Hate Crest Nagas in about an hour and a half. Just pry open the clams. So basically just clams. Spend more than an hour farming Naga on the coast of Ajara and you will have a few of these. I managed to get 10 after a 5-hour grind session. Good lord. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get all this smelted down and craft it. I will resume when we're done and I'll show you guys what we've crafted, and then we'll like sell it together, put everything else in the bank, and then get ready to call it here. So I'll see you guys in just a second.